back to Alma.
There's the close feeling in the air, all right.
I don't like it at all.
Drat! That girl! Dorothy!
Here, you, Joe.
Me?
Head down the road piece and see what's on Dorothy.
Sure thing, Mr. Gale.
And move, if you're going to get a twister.
A twister, Mr. Gale.
Yep.
Oh, would you look at that?
Don't stand there. Get.
Hold it a minute, you Joe. I think I see her. Dorothy!
Hello, Aunt.
That's her, the critter. Well, come on, cold molasses.
Let's go see about the stocks, Joe. I'd like to look for that sky one bit. Let's get.
I'm getting Mr. Gale.
Hello, Aunt Em.
Where you been, miss?
No place. I came right home from school.
How'd you come? Way out Topeka?
I came right home, Aunt Em, honest.
Them flowers just grew in your hand, I suppose.
Oh, they're for Uncle Henry. Tomorrow's his birthday. Aren't they pretty? Smell.
Here we've been worried half to death about where you was, and you've been picking flowers.
But it only took a jiffy to get these, Aunt Em.
And what else did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, except maybe look in the creek for a jiffy.
And waiting, will you, miss?
No, I just like to sit on the bank and look inside.
Inside of what?
The creek.
But a creek ain't got insides. It's only got a bottom, and there ain't nothing to see, only stones and fish swimming around.
Is that all you see in a creek, Aunt Em?
That's all any good Christian would see, Dorothy.
But didn't you ever look quick at a fish and think first off it was a mermaid, maybe?
Dorothy?
I have lots of times.
That ain't right, Dorothy.
Why?
Because if the good Lord had wanted to see mermaids swimming through a cow pasture, he'd have put her there himself.
But didn't you ever pretend things, Aunt Em? Like maybe a cloud wasn't a cloud, but a big palace or something. Or just this afternoon when I was lying in the field watching the sky.
Right home from school, eh?
But it's so nice out, Aunt Em.
Nice? Your Uncle Henry is worried half to death there's going to be a twister.
But Uncle Henry is always worried about something. Yesterday was the mortgage, and the day before that was the inflation.
And when you grow old, you'll worry too.
About inflation?
I wouldn't doubt it one bit.
Not me, Aunt Em. When I get big, I'm just not going to worry about anything.
That's a good trick, only how you going to do it?
Well, I'll go someplace people don't believe in worrying.
And where's that?
I don't know exactly, but someday I'll find it.
Well, I hope you do, child. But here, let me take these inside and put them in some water for your Uncle Henry. But remember, miss, no going away in case that twister comes.
I won't. Oh. Hello, you, Joe. Joe, what do you figure's over the rainbow?
Huh?
The rainbow. It must go someplace wonderful.
I'd never really given much thought, Dorothy.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high,
may not be the witch.
Well, go ahead there, knock.
It seems a shame, Zoe. You're not afraid of a girl, are you? I'll show you who's afraid.
And Dad? Uncle Henry, where are you, outside? Oh, I had the funniest dream at Tim. And the twister blew the house way up in the sky, and they got caught in the rainbow, and... Hey. Something tells me this is in Kansas. Now I know this is in Kansas.
Hail!
You speaking to me, miss?
Hail, strange sorceress!
Her name's RFD2.
Hail, RFD2!
Well, hail yourself, miss, but my name's Dorothy.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Which?
Well, I'm not a witch at all. I'm just Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
Kansas? I think I've read about it in our children's books.
What place is this?
This is the country of the Munchkins in the land of Oz.
Well, how did I get here?
Your house brought you down the rainbow.
Oh, well, it certainly is pretty.
Is this the first time you've ever seen the other end of the rainbow, Dorothy?
Yes, you know, I've never seen a rainbow hang around for so long.
That's there all the time. It's only the other end that moves around. We sometimes wonder where it goes.
Are you a munchkin, miss?
No, I'm the sorceress of the North, Dorothy, and I rule the country of the Gillikins in the north part of Oz.
I see. Pardon me, is Oz a fairyland?
Naturally, it is in Kansas.
Well, not exactly.
Then how was it your house by so well?
Well, that was a twister.
Whatever it was, you've done the Munchkins a great service by killing their wicked witch.
I killed a witch?
Or your house did. Look,
Oh, that's dreadful. What'll Aunt Em say?
if your Aunt Em knew the witch, she'd say it did a wonderful thing, Dorothy. She was very wicked. Had I the power, I should have rid the land of Oz very long ago.
Well, you think nobody minds.
Ask the Munchkins what they think.
Where are they?
Oh, they're around. Come out, you Munchkins. Come out. This is not a witch. Come out. Come out, wherever you are, and meet the young lady who fell from the star. She fell from the sky, she fell very far, and Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
Kansas, she says, is the name of the star.
She brings you good news, or haven't you heard? When she fell out of Kansas, a miracle occurred.
It really was no miracle. What happened was just this. The wind began to switch, the house to pitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, to satisfy her itch, went flying on her broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
And oh, what happened then was rich.
The house began to pitch. The kitchen took a switch. It landed on the wicked witch in the middle of the ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for a wicked witch. The house began to pitch. The kitchen took a switch. It landed on the wicked witch in the middle of the ditch. Which was not a healthy situation for a wicked witch. Who began to twitch and was reduced to just a stitch of what was once a wicked witch.
We thank you, very sweetly, for doing it so neatly, with silver, so completely.
Let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
Ding dong, she's dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's going below your home. Let's open up the
lovely here in Munchkinland, and you're all just as nice as can be.
Well, we're ready for Dorothy.
Now, I hope you won't think I'm impolite or anything, but you see, tomorrow's my Uncle Henry's birthday, and I've just got to be there. So, would one of you mind telling me just how to get back to Kansas?
Kansas?
Doesn't anyone know how to get there? Are there trains or buses or something?
Not in Oz, Dorothy.
Oh, but I've just got to get home.
Well, I know. Why don't you get back in that house of yours and fly back up the rainbow?
Oh, I couldn't possibly do that. Not unless it was on a twister. But how about that, Miss Sorceress? Could you get a cyclone for me someplace?
No, Dorothy, I haven't the power for that. I'm afraid there's no way at all for you to get back to Kansas.
But I've just got to.
Unless the great Oz himself will help you.
The Great Oz!
Who is this great Oz?
The Great Oz!
The great Oz is our ruler. He's the most powerful wizard in this whole fairyland.
And can he get me back to Kansas?
The Great Oz can do anything.
Well, where is he?
He lives in the Emerald City, in the exact center in the land of Oz.
Well, how do I get there?
There's no way except to walk, Dorothy, and it's a long and dangerous journey.
Well, anything to get me to Kansas.
You must wear the ruby slippers.
Slippers.
That will keep all harm away upon your journey. The Munchkins will show you the road you must take, Dorothy. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Sorceress.
And remember, should you ever need me, click the hills 3 times and call my name.
Yes, Miss Sorceress. Oh, what a nice sorceress.
Now, if you just come along, miss, we'll put you in the right road.
Say, is it far?
It's been a day's journey.
Wait 1 minute. I want to get my toothbrush.
Help Dorothy get to the Emerald City, will you? That brat killed my sister! It's the Witch of the West! Run for your life!
I found some bread and cheese too. Whoa, where is everybody?
I'm afraid I frightened them all away, my dear.
Who are you?
I'm the Wicked Witch of the West, my dear. And that is my sister! Your house fell on!
Oh, that was just an accident, honest.
I'll show you an accident.
No, you leave me alone. You can't hurt me as long as I've got my ruby slippers on.
Fine. But just you see what a time you'll have getting to the Emerald City.
Oh, gee. Mr. Mayor, you didn't show me the way to the Emerald City. Oh, dear, which way did they go? I'll never get to Kansas if I don't find the wizard. I'll never find him if I don't find the Munchkins first. Oh, dear, which way did they go? Well, which is it, this or this? But they couldn't have gone both. Wait a minute. You moved. Are you alive? Can you talk?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Well, you're talking now.
Why, so I am. Well, easy, isn't it?
Easiest thing there is, Aunt Em says.
Well, if it was hard, I'd never be able to do it.
Why not?
Well, I haven't got a brain, you see.
How do you know?
The farmer who stuffed me left it out.
Well, I wouldn't worry. Plenty of people get along fine without brains.
I hope you're right. Have you got one?
Brain? Sure.
Well, don't you think it's foolish of me to spend the rest of my life here on top of this pole?
Well, I don't suppose it's very comfortable.
Not only that, but what good am I?
Well, don't you scare crows?
No, they take one look at me and go right on eating corn. They know that I'm fixed here. They have brains, you see.
Well, then there's not much point of you being up there.
That's what I think. If I could think.
Would you like me to help you down?
Oh, yes, please.
I think I can reach.
Oh, oh, oh. Thank you so much.
Can you walk?
I don't know. I've never tried. You see, I was only made this morning.
My, you're young.
When were you made?
Oh, years and years ago.
Ooh, you must be very well stuffed.
Well, all sorts of things.
You are a very unusual scarecrow.
Well, I'm not a scarecrow. I'm a person, just like the Munchkins.
Really? But you're a different color.
Oh, that's just my dress.
Oh, there really is a lot to learn, isn't there? Whoa. Oh.
Doesn't that hurt you?
What's hurt?
Which yoga doesn't hurt you, I guess.
Oh, well, now that I can walk, where shall we go?
Well, I've got to find the Munchkins.
Oh, they went off that way.
But how could they go both ways?
Well, they were afraid of the witch and ran off in all directions, I guess.
Well, I wonder where the village is.
Oh, I say that way.
Why there?
Well, because most of them ran that way.
Well, then that's where I'll go.
After you find the Munchkins, you're going to Emerald City, aren't you?
I'm going to ask the Great Oz to send me back to Kansas.
Oh, do you suppose that maybe this great Oz, you would give me a brain?
Well, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Do you mind if I go with you?
Of course not, Scarecrow. If you're willing to go all the way just to get a brain.
Oh, brain. If I only had a brain. I could while away the hour, get buried with the flowers, get salted with the rain. And in my head, I'd be scratching while my thoughts were busy hatching if I only had a brain. I'd unravel any riddle, or any in the middle, in trouble or in pain. With the thoughts I'd be thinking I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I can tell you why the ocean's near the shore. I can think of things I've never known before, and then I'd sit and think some more. I would not be just enough in my head all full of stuff and my heart all full of pain. And perhaps I'd deserve you, even be with you if I only had a brain.
Get to Emerald City, will they? Little bridge, do my bidding.
We ought to be in Munchkin go pretty soon now, Scarecrow.
How much further did the man back there say it was?
2 hoots and 1 holler down the road, he said.
Look at the sign. We must be almost there then.
Thank goodness.
Oh, oh,
You ought to watch where you're going, Scarecrow.
I would if I had a brain. Oh,
Oh, look at that cute little bridge.
that's another thing I'll know when I get a brain.
What?
Why they even bother to make bridges?
You must practically be there by now.
Holler to go, that's all. Whoa. That's funny.
What is?
That looks like the same stone that I just fell over.
Oh, a stone's a stone, Scarecrow.
But look at the sign.
Oh, but that's pointing the wrong way.
Is it? Or are we?
What do you mean?
Well, if I had a brain, I would say that that is the same sign.
It couldn't possibly be the same sign. The other one points like this.
Does it?
I'll show you. See?
Oh, you're right. That goes to show what brains can do. This is the last time I'll take this trip.
Did you see what I saw, Scarecrow?
Uh-huh.
But how are we going to get across?
Well, every time we come in right, we end up facing backwards, yes?
Uh-huh.
So maybe if we go in backwards, we'll come out right.
Will we?
Sure, let's try it. Turn around, and let's walk backwards. Oh, there. That does it. Oh, or does it?
Nope, right back where we started.
If I could only think.
Oh, I know, Scarecrow!
What?
All we have to do is step on this side of the bridge and not move.
And it'll carry us over, you mean?
Yes.
Great, let's try it. Come on board. Giddy up!
Scarecrow, while it's still, let's sneak over very quietly. Look!
Oh, I see it.
Oh, looks like I'll never get to Kansas.
Oh, you will too, Dorothy.
But not if we don't cross that bridge.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
But we have come to it.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, the bridge doesn't move very fast. I think that maybe if we run, we can make it over before it realizes what happened.
Well, let's try then.
Okay. On your marks, get set, go! Whoa.
Oh, jump, Scarecrow!
Oh, next time. Oh. Oh. So that's who's playing bridge with us.
Anyways, we got across. Now, to find the Munchkins. What was that?
Sounds like something's dying.
It sounded up here. Look, Scarecrow.
What is it?
Why, he looks like a big tin soldier.
Tin Woodman, if you don't mind.
He can talk.
I talk much better if you oil my jaws.
What's he saying?
Oil, oil, oil can, oil.
Something about oil.
Oil. Oil can?
Oh. Where could it be? Found it.
Oil my jaws. Oil my jaws.
Like this?
Oh, that's so much better. Thank you.
Goodness, what was the trouble?
Oh, I rusted, that's all. I was out shopping and got caught in the rain. Now, if you'd just blow my arms, I could put this accent.
Oh, certainly.
Thank you. That's much better. I've been holding that axe for ages, it seems.
His left arm still squeaks a little bit.
Oh, never mind that now. Could you fix my legs, please?
And are you really alive?
Well, certainly, my dear. Is that so surprising?
Well, in Kansas it would be.
Even in Oz, it's unique, my dear. As far as I know, the tinsmith only made one like me before he went away.
Well, if you ask me, he did a pretty wonderful job.
There's only one thing wrong with me.
What's that?
Listen.
Hollow.
You see, I haven't got a heart. The tinsmith forgot to give me one.
Oh, don't cry. Oh, you want my handkerchief?
No, the oil can rusting.
Feel better now?
Much better, thank you. I only need one thing to be the happiest tin man alive. A heart. He should be on his hands in that time for a while. Just because I'm presuming that I could be kind to him if I only had a heart. I'd be tender, I'd be gentle, and awful sentimental regarding love and art. I'd be friends with the sparrow, and the more you shoot the arrow, if I only had a heart. Picture me, a balcony.
Sense. I mean, you'd ask for a brain. What good's a heart if you don't know what to do with it?
I'd take the heart. Brains can't make you happy, and happiness is the very best thing in the world.
Well, come on then. Let's be off to see the wizard.
Do you know the way?
Well, the Munchkins will tell us.
Oh, here come some of them now.
Which way to Emerald City, friends?
We're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Just stay right in it, and you're about to get there.
Well, that is if the bears don't get you first.
Did you just say there's bears in that forest?
Tell us, who wants to know if there's bears in the forest?
Now, don't be scaring these people this way. You know perfectly well there aren't many bears around here anymore.
Oh, that's good.
No, sir. The lions and the tigers ain't able up.
Oh.
There's one other thing you've got to watch out for, too.
What's that?
The jitterbugs.
Jitterbugs? What are they?
Things.
What kind of things?
We don't know. Nobody's ever lived to tell. All we know is that they make you dance.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem so awful.
But they won't let you stop. You just dance and dance
And dance and dance.
And dance and dance.
until there's nothing left of you at all.
Gee, what would they do to me? I can't dance.
Don't worry, the jitterbugs will teach you. Oh, it makes me nervous just to think of them. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a nice trip. Bye.
So, don't rush off.
You know what? I think they're scared.
Oh, I know I am.
Now, Dorothy, you know there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of.
Just lions, tigers, bears, and jitterbugs.
Ah, don't worry, Dorothy. The scarecrow and I will take care of you.
I know you will. Besides, I've got my slippers on, and the sorceress said if I ever need her, click my heels 3 times and she'd come. So who's afraid of some old bears?
Ha, that's the way to talk.
Personally, I'm not afraid of anything. Except a lighted match.
And I'm not scared of anything as long as I'm well oiled.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. He is a wizard, a wizard, ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz is one. Because.
Come on, put up your dukes and fight, come on! Men are your ways, come on, put them up! Oh, you don't want to fight, huh? Oh, softy, huh? Come on, get up and fight! I have half a mind to rend you limb from limb! Come on, get up and fight!
Oh, stop that, you big bully!
Hey, that hoits!
Why, you're nothing but a coward.
Can I help it?
Oh, stop that, you're too big to cry.
It's so humiliating.
What is?
Fine king the beast I am, I'm afraid of everything. Oh, I wish I was dead. Only, I'm afraid to die too.
Oh, don't cry.
Put away that awful axe, will you?
What are you so afraid of all the time?
How would you like to live in a big dark forest with nothing but wild beasts around you? And all those bears.
Bears? But don't you fight with them?
No, I roar them and they run away.
Well, then what are you afraid of bears for?
Well, suppose one day they don't run away. Oh, and on top of that, I'm hungry all the time.
In the forest here? I should think there'd be lots of game to kill.
There are, but I can't stand the sight of blood.
What you need is courage.
You're telling me, friend, courage. If I only had courage. Sissy without the vim. But I could change my habits, nevermore be scared of rabbits if I only had the nerve. I'm afraid there's no denying, I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. But I could show my prowess, be a lion, not a mouse if I only had the nerve. Oh, why be a mistress, a king down to the core? Oh, I'd roar the way I never roared before, and then I'd woof and roar some more. I would show the dinosaurs who's king around the forest, the king they better serve. Oh, with my regal Caesar, I could be another Caesar if I only had the nerve.
I'm going to ask the great Oz to be back to Kansas.
And I'm asking for a brain.
And I'm asking for a heart.
Who is this Oz?
A wizard.
Could it give me courage?
Well, I don't see why not.
I'd be too afraid to ask him. What if he says no?
Well, you wouldn't be off any worse than you now are, old man.
Well, I daren't. I wouldn't know how to conduct myself in court. I ain't no social lion.
Oh, come on.
It's the only sensible thing to do.
And we'd love to have you with us.
Cross your heart on that, friend?
If I had a heart.
Well, if you're sure you're not afraid to be seen with such a coward.
Of course not.
We're out to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, a wizard of Oz, if ever a wizard was. If ever a wizard was, the Wizard of Oz is one because.
Did you just hear what I just heard?
That noise don't come from an ordinary bird.
It may be just a cricket or a critter in the trees.
It's giving me the jitters and the shivers from my knees.
I think I see a shadow and he's fuzzy and he's furry. I haven't got a brain, but I think I ought to worry.
I haven't got a heart, but I've got a palpitation.
As monarch of the forest, I don't like this situation.
Well, I gotta stand around, let him fill his full of roar.
I'd like to roar him down, but I think I've lost my roar.
It's a who's this?
It's a who's this?
It's a what's this?
It's a what's it?
Who's that?
Who's there?
Who's where?
Beware!
Who's that hiding
gave the order for March. So would you mind so awfully as March step or two, please?
Please do. I'll come. March, it's first. Well, can I be in the front?
Anything you say, old boy.
I'll give the commands too.
Now see here.
I don't march.
Well, it's hardly orthodox, but if you insist.
Company falling!
Company falling!
Shut up, you mugs! I'm giving the orders here. When I say fall in, I mean fall in.
Lady, I feel like a waffle iron.
You need to be afraid of him. He looks fierce, but it's just like a big kitten. Really? Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty. Nice kitty. Here, kitty.
Ah!
Stop that! Nobody but a coward hits a woman.
Can I help it? I am brave.
If you don't behave, they won't let us see the wizard.
What is going on here?
Just some strangers, Lord Growly.
What are they doing here?
Well, that one's a girl, and that's a lion.
Yes, I can see that, but what are they?
Well, that's the $64 question, Your Lordship.
Little girl, would you mind so awful as to tell me what you are, or who you are, and what you're doing here?
My name's Dorothy Gale, and I'm from Kansas. And this is my friend the Scarecrow, and he's the Tin Woodman, and he's the Cowardly Lion. And we've come to the Emerald City to see the Great Oz.
You must be very brave, all of you.
Huh?
Why brave?
See the wizard, of course.
But he's a good wizard, isn't he?
Yes, Dorothy. He's good and he is just, but if you bother me with some foolish request, I'll end you like that.
Come on, Dorothy, let's go.
No, we can't.
But you heard him. He'll destroy us. Like that. Snap your fingers, Scarecrow. Show her.
Oh, no good.
How's this?
That's what'll do, Dorothy. Snap and we're gone.
Well, I don't care. I'm going to ask him to stay back to Kansas.
And I'm asking for a brain.
And I for a heart.
And I'll wait here.
Oh, no, you don't. You're going to ask for courage.
Oh, now, Dorothy.
Now, Lion, I'm sure it's going to be no trouble at all for the wizard to give you courage.
He can do it just like this.
Don't do that, will you?
We don't care what happens to us, sir. We like to see the wizard.
Very well. While I'm gone, I shall inform him, but while I'm gone, my daughter Gloria will look after you. Get your guests. Please come with me.
Would you like to see the palace?
Oh, yes, very much.
We'll see it presently. We're so happy to have you all here with us.
Well, that's one thing I noticed about the Emerald City is everyone seems so happy.
And why shouldn't we be?
Nicer than the hotel in Topeka.
Well, tell us about Kansas, Dorothy.
Oh, it's big and flat and gray. Isn't near as pretty as Oz.
Well, why don't you stay here and live with us?
Oh, Aunt Em be awful hurt. Besides, now that I'm away, I'm kind of hankering to get back. And funny, too, because when I was there, I couldn't wait to get away. Well, they're the finest there is anywhere.
But what about the younger men, Dorothy?
They have him, same as everywhere else. You should see my Uncle Henry. He's the nicest man in the world. Except maybe the scarecrow.
I guess you're a little too young to know what we mean, Dorothy.
Oh, I know what you mean, all right. My cousin Annabelle's engaged, and she looks the way you all look.
Well, and how do you look?
Sort of half-melted like. And Annabelle sings all day long, too. Even when she's doing dishes.
What does she sing?
About stars and love and that stuff.
Stars.
And that's well.
Sing us what Annabelle sings, Dorothy.
Well, if you say so. But if you ask me, it's all pretty silly. Just 1 second.
What's the matter?
I'm trying to get that half-melted look. Day has gone to rest, the sun is in the west, and now the purple shadows fall. First little star and light, softly to you I call, evening star, sentimental evening star. Tell me, do you see where my love can be? Evening star, you know what my feelings are when the night comes on and my love is gone. Through the blue, I breathe a sigh, a prayer to my life, my love. Somewhere send your peace to the land where angels dream. Is he near or far? Tell me, evening star.
Oh, I had a very good post-it.
Oh, hello, Scarecrow.
Oh, hi.
Well, I bet you're anxious to see the wizard.
Oh, I certainly am. Say, do you really think that this great Oz would give me a brain?
Well, Oz can do anything.
Oh, it's in the palace. Shall we go, fellas?
But we haven't seen the wizard yet.
Oh, right, the wizard.
Say, what does great Oz look like?
Well, like anything he wants.
You mean he changes shape?
Oh, yes. Well, for instance, 1 minute, he could be a great big ball of fire.
Oh,
Oh, and the next, he could be a dragon. Or he could be thunder and lightning. Or he could be a pretty little girl like Dorothy here.
That's more like it.
I have seen the great Oz.
What's he say?
He will see you.
Oh,
But remember, at all costs, do not anger him.
hey, look, Rowley. What do you look like this time?
He was invisible.
I am Oz the Great and Terrible! Who are you and why do you seek me?
Oh, I am Dorothy Gale, small and meek, and if you please, Mr. Wizard, I want to go back to Kansas.
Why would anybody in their right mind want to go back to Kansas?
Well, that's my home, Mr. Oz.
Who is that animated mattress standing beside you?
Oh, you mean me? Oh, well, I'm just a scarecrow, your wizardness.
And what do you want of the Great Oz?
Some brains, please?
And this tin can that walks and talks like a man? What does he want?
I'm just an ordinary tin man, Great Oz, but the tinsmith who made me left my heart out, and I thought you might have an old one lying around that I could use.
What is that strange blubbery sound I hear? Is it this overgrown mouser here? Step forward, lion. What do you want? Speak!
Courage!
Why should I do any of these things for any of you?
Because you are great and powerful, and we are small and weak, except maybe the lion.
And there might just as well be.
I shall do these things for you.
Oh, thanks, Great Oz.
That's fine.
In exchange, you must do one thing for me.
Yes, Mr. Wizard.
Kill the Wicked Witch of the West.
But how?
You killed the Wicked Witch of the East.
Oh, but that was just an accident.
Then let this be an accident. I don't care how you kill her. Just kill her. And when you return, I shall consider your offer. Go. Now go!
Yes, Tibia. Go get the ladies' things.
Very good.
She's new, isn't she, hon? Yes, and a jewel, too.
Where did you ever raise her?
Through an agency.
A really good agency?
Well, media.
Thank you, Tibia. Thank you. I've been telling Sarah she ought to trade that old broom in for one of these. Well, if you know how you look at that, my dear. But it's twice the pickup. No, this is good enough for me. Thank you. Will we see you at the Black Mass tonight, hon?
I think so, though. I haven't got a thing to wear.
It was charming, my dear.
Fly by any time, girls.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye. When you finish cleaning up, Tibia, you may walk the werewolf. Oh, Tibia! Oh, my cord hurts! Someone means to harm me, Tibia!
Who, madame?
We'll just see who. Turn on that magic picture.
Very good, madame.
Who is that, Tibia?
I believe it's the Metro Goldwyn Mayer, madame.
Dorothy!
What are you worrying about, Lion?
I'm just trying to keep my chin up. I don't like being out after dark.
You know, friend, you should just say to yourself, I'm not afraid.
Ain't it bad enough being a coward without being a liar too?
I wonder how much further till we find the witch's castle.
Don't speak of it, will you, Dorothy?
But we have to kill her, you know.
Oh, you do you?
Well, couldn't we just take her as prisoner? I don't like the idea of killing anything somehow.
No, the wizard said kill her.
She'll be better off dead with a face like hers.
Oh, you will be a pincushion! You're right, the old babe. She's got to die.
But suppose she kills us first.
Well, use your brains, Lion. You're big and tough, and nothing can hurt the Tin Man or I. And Ruby's and Dorothy's wearing those ruby slippers of hers. And the witch doesn't know we're coming. So what could she possibly do to her?
Oh, you'll see. Now, where did I put that charm? Oh, look in your pocket. Oh, thank
picked up says we have to go.
Oh, never mind that map. What's that through the trees?
It's a castle.
The witch's castle.
Well, what do we do now, fellas?
Oh, I do the rest. I'll have that girl here first. Quiviemna nocte!
Hey, where's Dorothy?
Well, she was just there.
Well, where'd she go?
This way, spirits.
Oh, where am I?
Right here, my dear.
It's you!
Yes, my dear. Nice of you to drop by. So sorry I can't let you kill me.
You get away. You can't hurt me.
Oh, yes, I can, my dear. I found a way. Ruby slippers or no ruby slippers.
You leave me alone.
Dorothy!
Dorothy, where are you?
Oh, I'm right here. Dorothy? Oh, I'm right here, Tin Man.
Dorothy, where are you, Dorothy?
I'm right here.
It's just a picture, Dorothy.
You mean they can't hear me?
That's right, my dear.
No, I don't believe it. I'm here, Scarecrow. Here with the witch, Scarecrow.
That's funny.
What is?
It seems as if something or someone is trying to tell me something. It's almost as if I had a brain.
What's it telling you?
It's saying that somehow the witch has got Dorothy.
She has, Scarecrow.
You're right.
I mean, think about it. It's not like she could have just walked away so far that she wouldn't be able to hear us. It's magic. It's gotta be magic.
Oh, why didn't I stay home like a sensible coward?
You're right. The Scarecrow's right. The witch took Dorothy.
Yes.
And it's up to us to save her.
You hear that, you old witch? They're going to save me.
Oh, no, they're not, my dear. Tibia! These gentlemen will be calling shortly. Please see to it that they're greeted with our usual cordiality. And have the big cauldron filled. Dorothy and I are going to be off yonder trying out this new recipe of mine. I hope you're worth that many eggs, my dear. And turn off that big picture, Tibia. You know what my lighting bills are these days.
What a spooky looking place. Shh. Hey, cut it!
Go what?
Pulling my tail!
I didn't pull your tail.
Don't kid me now, I felt ya!
But I assure you I didn't.
Oh, a wise guy, eh? Shh.
We've got to find Dorothy.
Okay.
Just remember to give it back when you're done.
Give what back?
My axe.
I got your axe.
But it took me just now.
I took it? Shh! Well, this tin guy's going nuts. First he pulls my tail, and then he says he didn't. Now he says I took his axe. What would I want with your axe anyway? Scarecrow, do you see what I see?
I don't see anything.
That's just it. You should be seeing the Tin Man.
Where was he?
He was right there.
Well, show me exactly.
Come on, I don't want to go alone. Come on now, give me your hand. See? He was right here. You gotta get some fresh stuff in, Scarecrow. That's the sticks in it.
Now we'll have the rest of that charm, my dear.
You leave me alone.
Nothing to worry about, my dear. It's just the cauldron with some powder in it.
Just a cauldron?
Nothing to be afraid of. It's just a cauldron.
But what'll it do to me?
If it works, you'll shrink, that's all.
Shrink?
Yes, madame. Thank you. Now let's try it on this foolish woodman's axe.
Where's he now?
Oh, don't worry. It's being looked after. Now we just dip it in here. Let's see what happens. It works beautifully.
And I'll get small like that?
Exactly. But you won't stay that way, my dear. Just watch.
Oh, it's getting smaller and smaller.
And smaller and smaller.
And now it's gone.
Exactly.
And that's what'll happen to me?
Exactly my dear. Now, if you'll just be a good little girl and get in.
Oh, I won't.
Then I'll have you put in. Tibia!
Help! Scarecrow! Lion! Tin Man! Help!
You little brat! Who are you?
We are ghosts. Tibia sent us because we heard the bell.
Where is Tibia?
She's looking after the prisoners, so she sent us.
And they're all right?
Oh, no, they're just fine.
How long have you three been haunting here?
We go with the lease.
What is wrong with the one on the end?
Oh, him? Oh, well, he always does that. He
died of too much air conditioning.
Never mind. Just help me with this brat! Oh!
Get her!
Freeze! That's right. Huh.
Hey, I can't move.
Well, thought you couldn't harm me, hey? Thought you're invincible, eh? Well, watch this, Scarecrow!
Don't you dare do that, Scarecrow!
Atta girl, Dorothy.
Hey, fellas, I can move again.
You saved us, Dorothy! You saved me, you mean?
Hey, she's getting away.
Oh! No! Let me go! Let go of me! Oh, no! Ah!
Whoa.
Make sure she doesn't get out. It's magic water.
Look how small she is!
Back in there, Witchy. Look at her shrink. I must be the same stuff my laundry uses.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch will witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins gone below, 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 yo ho. Let's open up and sing and ring the bells of ding dong, merry-o. Sing it high, sing it low, let them know the wicked witch is dead.
But where did the ghosts go?
Oh, they've gone.
Why did they go?
Well, I thought to myself, what makes ghosts go away?
And what does?
Well, if I had a brain, I'd say daybreak.
But it's still night.
Well, shall we show her what we did, boys?
1, 2, 3.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. The witch will catch the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, sleepyhead, rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the goblins go below, 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 yo ho. Let's open up and sing and ring the bells of ding dong, merry-o. Sing it low, let them know the wicked witch is dead.
If I had a heart, it would be fairly clanging in my breast now.
Oh, it would. I'm so proud.
Do you know that people have come from all over Oz to be at the party the wizard's holding in our honor?
Yes, I know.
What a heart the wizard must have.
But Tin Man, when is he going to see us?
Oh, you can't rush a wizard, Dorothy.
But we've been back a week now.
Yes, but think of the good time we've had. The party tonight, the banquet last night, the night before.
But that doesn't give you a heart. That doesn't get me back to Kansas.
Don't cry, dear. It's bad for the heart.
I wish the wizard would give me courage so I could ask one of these girls to dance.
Oh, don't cry.
What's wrong, Dorothy?
I want to go home. Oh, but the wizard will send you back home.
But when? When?
Well, any time now.
But how do I know that?
He gave us his word.
Oh, then why won't he see us?
You know how wizards are, Dorothy.
Probably just slipped his mind.
But he isn't right to keep us waiting around this long.
You're right.
What's his problem?
I'm getting harmed with the collar. Dorothy's right. The wizard has no right to do this. Am I a lion or am I a mouse? There ain't no wizard in the world I'm gonna let make Dorothy cry.
That's what I think too.
I agree.
Let's think what can be done.
There's no time for thinking. What we need is action. Hey, George.
Yes, sir.
Go talk to the wizard and tell him that we want to see him and we want to see him now.
Tell the wizard what?
And furthermore, you can add if we don't see him, I will personally tear him limb from limb. Now go! Ah! Oh, what am I saying? What am I saying? I should learn to keep my big jaw shut.
Oh, Lion, I'm so proud of you.
We all are friends, and personally, I'd rather never have a heart than see Dorothy as upset as this.
Those are my thoughts too.
Oh, you're so kind.
Well, we just don't want to see you cry, Dorothy.
But when you're so kind, I want to cry more than ever.
There. Everything's gonna be okay, see? Or is it?
Where is he? Where is this snivering, quivering jellyfish that's gonna tear me limb from him? Huh? This so-called lion. Huh? Here I am, lion, patiently waiting to be torn limb from limb. What holds you back? Well?
You got us all wrong, Great Oz. I wasn't mad. We just wanted what you promised.
I am Oz, the great and terrible. I see who I wish, when I wish. Go before I kill all of you.
No, just 1 minute, Mr. Oz. We're not going to go, and we're not annoying you. We're just asking you to keep your promise.
What promise?
Well, you said you'd send me back to Kansas when the witch was destroyed.
And you said you'd give me a brain.
And I a heart.
And me courage.
Is the witch really destroyed?
Yes, we melted her in some water.
Okay, man, I gotta think about this. Come back tomorrow.
You've had plenty of time already.
You've got to keep your promise.
I am Oz the Great and Terrible. Go, I say, go!
I'll fight him first.
Oh, you guys are lucky that I don't.
What?
Hey, get away. Not the king. Please, not the king. No, Thank you very much.
Who are you?
I am Oz the Great and... guess not so terrible.
Aren't you a great wizard?
Shh. You're gonna ruin me around here, you know that?
Fake, huh?
Why? Nothing but a humbug. A good-for-nothing humbug.
Oh, no. I am a first-rate humbug. Even if I am a bad wizard.
Well, how did they ever come to think you were a great wizard?
Well, see, that's an interesting story. See, I ran a tent show back in Omaha.
Omaha? That's right next to Kansas.
Yeah. And, well, the magic I did there is real humbug stuff, really. Like all of it is in the real world. See, for instance.
Look at magic.
Oh, no, just illusion, my friend.
But I don't see how being a tent-show magician got you to Oz.
Well, I was getting to that. See, before I did all my magic stuff, I did a balloon ascension.
Yes?
And see, one day, I got all the ropes twisted up, and then next thing I knew, I'm floating off into the sky. I couldn't get down. I was floating for, I don't know, a day and night until I hit the rainbow, and then next thing I know, I'm descending into the Emerald City. People looking up naturally thought I was something out of the ordinary. So, they made me their ruler. That's where I became Oz the Great and Terrible!
So they made you ruler over them?
Yeah, and I couldn't just ruler them too. So that's why I say it was so awful if they find out.
Well, we don't want to snitch on you. We just wanted what you promised.
Like courage? Oh, come on. Well, you don't need courage. You just need some visible manifestation. Where I come from, when a man does courageous deeds, we pin a medal on him. Here you go. Next time you feel afraid, don't feel fear. Feel the medal instead.
Gee, thanks.
Mwah.
And what about my heart?
Well, when a man has a great heart, we give him a testimonial as a mark of his esteem. Here, take this, so everyone will know of your great-heartedness.
Thank you.
Then what about my brain?
Huh? Well, see, where I come from, there are these things called colleges. Notice, they're devoted to nothing but the development of the human brain. And once decide that a man has brains enough, they give him a diploma. Osmus, the diploma. I know you from somewhere. Yeah, never mind. Now, on the authority invested in me by the honor of Hobbs colleges or whatever have you, I now grant you this honorary doctor degree of scarecrows.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Well, now, how do I get to Kansas?
That's another thing entirely, my dear.
Can't you do anything?
Well, I suppose there's only one thing to do.
And what's that?
Take you back myself.
How will we go?
Well, same way we came, through the air.
Have you still got that balloon?
Oh, sure I do. It's in the shed.
Well, when do we go?
I think right about now. See the position of the moon? Perfect. Osmus! I want the court assembled, and I want the balloon brought out. I'm gonna miss this place. You never get service like this in Omaha. Yes, I've decided I'm going to take Dorothy here back to her hometown of Kansas, and then I'm going to visit my brother wizard in the sky. Maybe someday. In the meantime, I've just given my throne to Scarecrow here, who I've just given the most unusual brains in all Oz.
Oh, I shall rule wisely, Oz. One can do anything when one has a diploma.
Certainly hope so. Here's our bus, Dorothy.
Oh, well, now that it's time to go, I don't want to. Oh, goodbye, Dorothy. You'll always be in my heart. Oh, goodbye, Tin Man.
I never would have had the courage without you, Dorothy.
Goodbye, Lion.
The best part about having a brain is that you can think of the ones that you love.
Oh, goodbye, Scarecrow. And all my friends I found at the Rainbow's End. Before we go, we'd like to have Mr. Blackwell come out onto the stage.
Oh, come on.
Woo!
For a first musical, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. So, really good.